Yeah. We coolin' in the motherfucking dojo. Whoa! Oh, shit. Lighter. We got DJ Tronn in this bitch. What up? Where you at, Tronn? Hey, we in the dojo. We in the dojo. We in the dojo. Ha! Tronn in the dojo. Tronn in the dojo. Hey, we in the dojo. Coolest motherfucking podcast in Shreveport. Coolin' in the motherfucking dojo. You can't come in if you ain't got no gas. Cigarette butts, wood tips, leave them at the door. And the Reggie.
DJ Tronn, where you been?
What's happening with you, baby? It's your boy DJ Tronn. We coolin' in the dojo. I got my playing partner B Rocco. Hey man, how you feeling today, brother?
I'm feeling great, brother. I thank you for the opportunity.
Man, I appreciate you coming through on me, you know what I mean? Cool in the dojo, you know what I mean? We were talking backstage a little bit, or behind the scenes a little bit, you know what I mean? Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but we're going to give it to the public. You can't tell them everything. You got to have some mysteriousness to you see what I'm saying?
You got a lot of that.
But we're going to start it off like this, man. Who is B Rocco?
Who is B Rocco? B Rocco is Queensboro baby from the 80s, man. Shreveport, Louisiana, born and raised. You know what I mean? That's what B Rock is.
That's what B Rock is.
That's what B Rock is.
Was that like your first name you came out with when you was like, all right, I'm about to do this?
Oh, no, that's it.
That was it from the get-go?
No, that's me. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So, B Rocco what it is.
Type shit. Okay, shit. All right.
Yes, sir.
I'm feeling what you're putting down. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right. First rhyme that you started spitting.
First rhyme?
Was it whack?
No, I don't do whack music. It wasn't as good as what I do now.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I remember it was more on some gang banging, young stuff. Yeah. The first record I ever rapped on, 50 Cent, I Stay G'd Up.
Okay.
I remixed it a little bit. I'll say that. Yeah.
Okay. So this B Rocco and B Rocco when it started, is that two different people, or is that still in the same wave of things, just more elevated?
You said the perfect word. This B Rocco is that B Rocco with experience.
A lot more wisdom and everything to carry on what you're trying to do and what.
Right, and being more careful of what I put out to the public. Right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Did you come out project first or song first?
Song first.
Okay.
Song first.
Which was the song you were telling me about, like a few seconds?
Right.
Or was okay? Well, what song really caught somebody? That caught your homeboy attention? It was just like, or caught anybody attention? It was just like, hey, I have something right here.
When I first started, I had more of a group thing going on. Shout out to Drip NT.
Okay. Shout out to Drip. Okay. All right.
You know what I mean? So I was doing verses. You know, plus my voice pattern a little more deeper, so it kind of stand out different from artists at the time in the city that was on the jig wave and everything. You know, the boosted sound. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah.
So okay, wait. Now I know, as everybody say, and it always don't. I usually feel like it happened to more black groups than anything. You see what I'm saying? We always don't stick together. You know,
Right.
That situation. But we ain't gonna get to that first. Let's start. I'm gonna jump around a little bit, but let's start back from the beginning. You see what I'm saying? Like, what age did you start really like wanting to spit?
What age I started wanting to spit? Seriously, about 17.
Okay.
About 17, seeing Papa at high school. You know what I mean? Doing this thing, freestyling around the lunchroom and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Big Papa.
Shout out to Big O. Shout out to B-Town Entertainment.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, big truck drive, all that.
Okay. So that was like a big inspiration to you. Was nothing in the beginning? Like, it was kind of like, you know, sometimes we kind of teeter-totter and things.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, when I first started, you know, everybody won't be a rapper at first, especially when you're young. But you kind of, some people more nervous. Some people just, okay, I'm right behind the scenes and stuff like that. Was you one of those type of people, or was you just like, you know, I'm just really just kind of cool and then
I still am that person.
Okay.
I still am that person.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind doing it. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. But I'm more of a creative than a performer. Just being honest about it.
Okay.
But I will rock the stage.
Okay. All right. So 17. Now, what school you went to?
BTW.
Okay.
Okay,
Shout out to BT. You know, we went to Huntington around here.
Hey, man, shout out to the Pirates, man.
Shout out to the P-Roll, you see what I'm saying? But BT holds a lot of culture, you see what I'm saying? Especially black culture. I feel like it's one of the biggest black schools in Shreveport, you see what I'm saying? Fairport, you know, and stuff like that. But in that, you know what I mean? You had a lot of people, like you saying, like Big Papa and everything like that. Like them lunchroom, you know what I mean, ciphers, you know what I'm saying, was a big thing at that time. Right. If you couldn't spit, don't bring your ass in this circle.
No, I wasn't in the circle, no.
Okay.
I wasn't in the circle, no. I was observing.
Okay.
You know?
And what did you pick up on? What were some things that you learned at that time?
I ain't gonna lie, man. Honestly, my favorite thing about it was the crowd's reaction. Like seeing the appraisal of a nice punchline, you know, especially when you talking about somebody's shoes on the fly, it's like, oh, you know what I mean? Just that natural feeling we get when you hit that hard bar, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, okay, that's how people feel about it. Well, I'm intelligent, I can come up with some little one-liners, you know what I'm saying? And you just take that, start doing your poetry, and then eventually you keep going, putting the time and work in, it evolves into a record.
Okay. So at that time, who was hot? I won't say, we didn't even talk about it in the city. We're just going to say who was hot that you think everybody was kind of listening to. We're going to say mainstream or anything like that. I'm
going to put it like this. The first album I ever bought with my own money was 50 Cent How to Rock.
Okay.
So that's like 2004 G-Unit area. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Devin the Dude was like my second one.
Okay.
You know shout out to Devin the Dude. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm from the South, but I always had a big East Coast influence. You know what I mean? It's like, I fuck with the West Coast. Just a different style.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then I started getting more into the Dungeon family.
Okay.
And Outkast and them, because it's representing home, you know what I mean?
Organized noise,
yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, you take that and you blend it and create your own.
True.
You know what I mean? So it's like, even if you listen to my records, if you're listening to what I'm saying, then you can tell I'm from the South. I always shout out Louisiana and Shreveport, you know what I mean? Queensboro, represent, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But if you listen to my flow pattern, I sound more East Coast conscious rap with that down south flavor to it. You know what I mean? Okay. So, like a gumbo, just stir it all up.
Alright. So you was kind of gradually getting onto that, like, you know, around that time, you see what I'm saying? You know, okay, you liking the reaction, you see, you can do this and you can do that, you see what I'm saying? Let me pick up some things that I like, you know what I mean, around here, doing my thing or whatever the case may be. Right. But you still in Shreveport, you see what I'm saying?
Of course.
So I got to ask you this, right? What does ratchet mean to you?
What does ratchet mean to me? Ratchet to me is, first of all, gutter. Just keep it 100.
Straight gutter.
Straight gutter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shreveport, Record City.
Yeah.
Jiggling.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Coco Pelly.
Come on.
You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, all that. Southern Classic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's ranch.
You gotta get your jumbo combo.
If you ain't never seen a line from Hollywood to Hearn, you ain't never been to Southern Classic.
You ain't never been to Southern Classic.
You know what I'm saying?
On some shit. Hey, the people finding out about Classic. You see what I'm saying?
Real
hey, on some shit. Okay. Okay, so around that time, right? That's when the scene.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it had. You seen it when it started. You seen it when it started to get hot.
Man, before you go any further, shout out Manigo.
Shout out Mr. Manigo, Mr. Ratchet King, Ratchet Man.
Man.
You
Yes,
see what
sir.
I'm saying?
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out there, because if it
Smarter
wasn't,
than Ratchet Hype.
you see what I'm saying? Also, hey, but shout out to him again. But you seen it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? You saw a nice bit of it. You
Right.
know what I mean? From when it started to when it got hyped to even ended. I won't say it ended.
No, it's still going.
It's still going,
Yeah.
but the forefounders of the engineers of it just not as hot
As they
would
should be.
Right, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I feel like they're now starting to come back and kind of show the younger cats like, okay, this is how it go, this is what you need to do, boom, 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 and had to get themselves right. And I
Right.
applaud them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shout out to Big Papa going out and doing his thing, you
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Right.
And saying and all of them things
Right.
with Five Entertainment and all them right now. But
Long way.
and
Yeah.
also even Baby when what he's doing, you know,
Right.
and doing his thing and putting on for the city and stuff like that.
Shout
you
out
know?
Baby. Shout out Jabba Jaws.
I mean, hey, Jam, Three
Yeah.
Feet just did
Yeah.
something big, you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Bring the people out and whatever, and did something for the kids.
Real talk.
So hey, real shout out to them. So, but it's like I'm originally from New Orleans, right?
Okay.
So it's like you had to in bounce music, you had to be from that city to understand the music. You know what I
Right.
mean? So out here, you had to be here and be involved into the culture to actually understand what ratchet really means to people and whatnot. Just
Right.
not as that they doing now. It's kind of like washed down. You know what I mean?
Right.
The word
Kind of like
ratchet.
woke.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, but it's a different meaning, it's a different feeling, and it's a different style
Mm-hmm.
to what we do out here. You know what I
Right.
mean? Okay. Did you start off with the sound of ratchet and then start moving more and elevating this, or did you was still on that same flavor? You get what I mean? Like we always trying to figure out, but sometimes it get down to be like, okay, this is not working for me right now.
Right.
I'm gonna do it.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna try to mix it in, but right now this is hot with the ratchet stuff. So I'm trying to get a ratchet beat. You know what I mean? Nothing like that. You stick.
One, to answer your question,
Mhm.
I've always been who I am.
Okay.
That's always who I'm gonna be.
Okay.
I don't follow trends. I don't do what the next person doing.
Uh huh.
You come here to shop, this is what you gonna get.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Point blank period. Yeah.
Point blank period.
Uh-huh.
So when I say I changed my style, I elevated it from the content I'm talking about.
Okay. Okay.
And honestly, starting off, I was more ratchet. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But now I'm more sophisticated.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can go to boy order from 1942.
Uh-huh.
You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Compared to just sipping on the bill.
Type shit. Yeah.
Hey.
On some shit.
Mad Dog 2020, that's ratchet.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Dr.
It's
LB,
it's a lifestyle.
Type
you know what I
shit.
mean?
Yeah. You had to be a part.
Right.
So,
Get it how you live, yeah.
now, that when you first seen it really popping, when you started seeing it growing, like you seen Big Papa in there, you know what I mean, talking and stuff, you know what I mean, at BT and whatnot. Did you understand it then?
Oh yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he like a class or two ahead of me, so it's like you right there. You know, just like you said from New Orleans with the bounce.
Mhm.
If you're around, you're around. Now, if you're in the house, you're in the house. You know what I'm saying? You go miss everything.
Right.
But if you and Mr. B's,
Uh-huh.
from my Queensboro baby,
Okay.
then you gonna know what's going on with Mr. B.
Right.
Regardless of what's going on, Tuckers,
Uh-huh.
anything, I'm putting something in the
Yeah,
city.
yeah,
you know
I see
what I'm saying?
that's out there right
You
there.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But yeah, you know, if you're there, you're there.
Yeah.
If you ain't, you heard about it. So, you talking about what you heard,
Uh-huh.
or you talking about what you know?
Oh, shit. It's two different
It's
things.
two different things. You
Uh-huh.
know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay, so what made the ratchet scene in your eyes pop?
Exposure. Exposure, just like the Screw in Houston. You know what I mean? Because before them, it wasn't. After them, it might be everywhere, but it ain't they flavor.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, ratchet has been moving from Shreveport, Louisiana, I'm gonna say worldwide, okay? But it's one thing to be ratchet, and it's another thing to try to be ratchet.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
Cause just cause my cousin a gangster don't mean I'm a gangster. You feel me?
Right.
So, I love him, I know him, but that ain't me. Like, either you is or you ain't. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't ratchet.
True.
Don't try to be what you ain't.
True. Awesome shit. You're right. Awesome
You know what
shit.
I'm saying?
Awesome shit. So, growing, and you know, and now you said 17. You 1 year away from being really
Young
legal.
adults.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Honestly. But let's be real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cocoa Pellets was
Yeah.
booming at that time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Man,
saying?
R.I.P. to Coco,
You
man.
know what I mean? You pay your $40, you see what I'm saying, at the front door.
Yeah.
You getting in, you
Right.
know what I mean?
It depends on who you know.
Right. How did that affect the ratchet scene in your eyes?
Coco Pellets is the epitome of the staple for the city as far as the music, the lifestyle of Ratchet City. Like, I don't, personally, I'm just speaking for myself.
Come on,
I don't think no other club in the city will ever be that. You know what I mean? Cause just from the players that was playing the game at the time, the people from Dallas, Texas, shout out, and surrounding areas that came way from their house just to party with us on a Friday and Saturday night, cause you never know who's gonna be in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like everybody who on the stage wasn't a big name. Some of them in the crowd too. And that's why we got love like that. You know what I mean? From Master P to Lil Kiki, I can keep going with the names that came through. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people done touched their stage. For real.
Thing.
Yeah.
So I say that, I asked that because you said when you was at BT, you saw the crowd reaction, you was like, okay.
Right.
You want a piece of that in many ways, you know what I'm saying? So now you come in, you doing your thing, you seeing it at school.
Right.
You know, you hearing Big Papa and them, you seeing this and this and that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now you going to Coco Pellets, right? You seeing this, now you seeing Big Papa and them on the biggest stage and a lot of how inspirational was that for you to try to push you to keep going?
It lets you know it's possible. It lets you know it's possible. I mean, it's one thing seeing it on TV. You just said it. You seeing this. You seeing just him, for example, going from the lunchroom to the main stage. You know what I'm saying? And eventually beyond. But it's just those small steps of consistency. Like, hey, you do it long enough, you get around the right crowd, the right team, come together. You know? So, gotta put that work in.
True.
Yeah.
So at that time, even though we young, we don't necessarily thinking about like taking things serious as we see it serious now. So
Right,
now you
right,
taking it,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So did you start to understand what was going on? Like as far as not the ratchet scene, but okay, I'm just seeing this nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Over here at the lunchroom, how you got here? You see what I'm saying? Like how are you boom doing all this other stuff? Like was you piecing it together then?
No, I really don't think like that.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm more of a.
Now I never not meaning in a negative way. Not meaning like
No,
hey, you know what I mean? Like
I didn't think it like that.
Okay.
I'm just saying I'm more of a congratulator.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Hey, before I say anything, congratulations. Because I seen you transition from here to there. If you want to divulge the information to me in the right place at the right time, we'll have that conversation. But until then, I see you, my brother. Keep rising to the top. Because I'm going to figure it out regardless.
Right.
I'm an observant person.
Especially if you determined.
You see what I'm saying? I listen more than I talk anyway, so I'm watching. Okay, that's who you buy. Okay. Well, hey, if you buy this person, then I need to get by this person. Because I know you, And I know if you get down and how you know what I'm saying, then I holler this person. I might not get the same opportunity, but he might be able to lead me in the right direction. Right. We might not have the same vibe, same subject matter. That ain't what you're looking for right now. Because a lot of people done passed up on a lot of people who wish they didn't. True. So you gotta keep putting your best foot forward. True. You know what I'm saying?
You right. You speaking that good English now. You speaking that good English. Like, all right. So, and that was probably at the beginning of the rise of Coco's, right? When around that time, Big Papa and them was really good on stage. I don't want to say, did you see him? Let me ask you. Did you see him on stage before the song started popping and he was speeding? They would just really put their arm around him, or did you see him when the song started popping and you was like, okay, you know what?
I'm gonna say it about him. Okay. He's always had respect for where he's from. Before he even got to a level where, if you know him, you know him. You're gonna respect him. You know what I'm saying? So you know what he do as far as the music. Now, personal and all that, well, you know what I mean? But as far as just the music, like I say, he's been spitting since early 2000s. You know what I mean? The 1900s. You feel me? 1990 something. So I mean, if you're in the city, you know it's just taking it to that next level and getting out the city. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I asked that because that is around the time that people were still popping the trunk, having CDs. Yeah. Was you one of them people?
I was one of them people.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
sir. Yes, sir. I was one of them pop trunkers.
Hey, and how did that work out for you on a business sense? Did you start learning business quickly behind doing that, or did you already have a business sense?
I actually already had the business sense.
Okay.
It was just developing the hustle. You know what I mean? Like taking account of the budgeting and okay, we're gonna sell 5 in this area. We're gonna sell 10 for this area. For the gas money to get to the next area. What we working with, how many CDs we got left. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I just sold 20, 30 CDs. I got about $300 in my pocket. You know what I'm saying?
True, I'm feeling on that.
Yeah, so definitely the hustle of it, I love it.
So I like what you hit me right there, because you said the hustle of it. You see what I'm saying? You started to see. How long did it take you to understand the difference between the hustle of music and the business of music?
Man, good 5 years, honestly. Good 5 years. To know the difference between the hustle and the business, yeah.
Good 5?
Yeah, good 5.
What was that first turning point? Like you were like, like damn, I should not fuck that up, or whatever case may be, or what was the learning lesson that you got your first time from, okay, this part, I should have probably tried not to hustle, but I should have did business. You know what I'm saying? What was that point? What was the first one in that aspect?
I'm feeling like this. The quickest gap between any problem is information. So when I got more information about the business, I flipped the hustle into the business. Right.
Okay, so how, if you don't mind giving a little game, how did you do that? If you can give me an example.
Okay, well, it's like trying to give somebody a CD right now. You got to change with the game. It elevates. You know what I'm saying? So when the streamers started coming out, I ain't know nothing about, like most of us, hey man, just put it on SoundCloud. Like, what you doing? What am I doing with this CD? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Our phones, we can.
Right. And so I had to readjust my whole thought process. I'm like, okay, well, I still can sell CDs, but CDs ain't selling like they used to. So what, as a hustler, what do I need to do to flip whatever I'm about to do like I flipped these CDs? And then here comes the streaming. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, like you said, we got our phone, content king right now. You know what I mean? Picture here, put your song up there. You know what I mean? I got plays in Japan, people never seen me, I couldn't give a CD to. So, hey.
helps you out on the back end, you know.
You know what
I get it. So, I'm gonna take a step back for a second, all right? Because I'm gonna bring it back. All right, so 17, see what's going on, boom, boom, boom. Graduate, you see what I'm saying? Graduate probably.
I like that word, graduate. Yeah.
But I'm saying in school and in, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
music,
all
you know,
that.
like, so you graduate, you know what I mean? Did you go to college?
I attempted.
You attempted to go to college.
And I am happy that I did because I also learned a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That you needed.
That I needed.
To get to the way you was trying to go.
Right.
Okay, so where you go?
I went to Bipsy.
Real talk.
Yeah,
All right.
shout out
so you
Bipsy.
still in the city. That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So still in the city.
Yeah.
And you popping the trunk.
Right.
Did you start understanding? Okay, let me pop the trunk at school where I'm trying to get music out with, or was you focused on school?
I was focused more on the business end of that, on that side.
Okay.
I mean, I took a back seat to the actual art of it and started developing the LLC, you know what I mean, the business side of it, and marketing and all that good stuff that you need to get any kind of name, unless you just happen to go viral nowadays, you know what I mean? But that's a different conversation.
So when did you, how old was you when you did start understanding branding?
Man, I'm 36 now. About 30.
About 30.
Yeah.
Real talk?
Yeah.
Like, so, but no, you said when you went to Bipsy, I'm thinking that you
No,
were picking it up then.
I took a huge gap in between high school, playing around, popping the trunk, going back to doing the family thing, you know what I mean, the real life stuff. So I took a back seat to the hiatus. And then I'm like, you know what? A piece of me missing. Let me get back in the driver's seat.
You had to get back to your purpose.
Right.
Got everything put together right here. Okay, now it's time. You know what I'm saying?
Bigger than me.
I'm gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Get to that. All right. So, Bipsy, like I said, you more on the business end and things of that matter. Now, you better than me. I went straight to the floor. I worked to the workforce. You see what I'm saying? I did, little jobs here, boom, boom, boom.
Let me cut you off.
Okay, go ahead.
I ain't better than you. I heard you say it. I just had to get that out of there. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's a different route, man.
Yeah, just a different route. But I had got picked up DJing. All right, and I started learning the hustle of DJing. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this, little school party here, little school party there, boom, 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 back and forth between Ruston and Grambling and everything like that. But I'm in the era of SoundCloud and streaming.
But
so
either way,
you see what I'm saying? I've seen people before me do pop the trunk and everything like that, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
But see, even for as a DJ, it was a lane in their music that I didn't understand.
Right.
I'm just thinking about party.
Right.
Gotta do this, gotta do that. It started to become the artist lane.
Right.
Like, okay, well, shit, you can work for artists, you can produce,
right.
You can even put your album out.
Right.
As a DJ, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all this.
So, at the time, I necessarily didn't know that.
Information.
Right. You know what I mean? Until I had to take a step back. Right. It was important my start off, you see what I'm saying, where I started to realize I'm putting out more than I'm getting back in. You see what I'm saying? So I stopped taking my ass out there to Ruston and Grambling and whatnot, because I'm spending all this money and I'm having to come home and try to make it all
Not
back.
getting nothing back.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And they go back out there and do the same thing. And during taking a back seat, you know what I mean, for a second, you have to depress, you know what I mean, some things, because you gotta go out here and do what you need to do to get where you're trying to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? How did you deal with depression? You see, I guess, of having to take a back seat, trying to put your passion into a back seat.
Man, that's a great question. That's a great question. I didn't deal with it well.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it comes out in different ways that we don't really realize or understand why. somebody to flash out at somebody or whatever over small stuff or over drinking and, you know, not recreational smoking, but like trying to fill the void, you know what I'm saying? Just all kind of different stuff like that or whatever. But, yeah, that's a great question. No, I didn't handle it well, but I got myself together because I was spiraling to a place where I didn't recognize myself. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get back on that horse.
Yeah. See, now it was a turning point with me in the midst of taking back. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna be able to just not do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just can't. And not to say this, and not to make it sound bad, but I don't want to just be the average.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want to actually do this. I want to be great in what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? So it came to a point to where I went broke. You know what I mean? I went broke, and I took a step back in everything of getting everything together, but I wasn't happy in what I was doing. You know what I mean? Which caused me to be broke because I'm broken energy. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? What was that thing that brought you back? Because the thing that brought me back was they ended up coming home to Shreveport. You know what I mean? After someone graduated, we started trying to do parties out here, and I started networking out here. So that kind of uplifted me again to try to do my own thing. So now, you know what? Fuck y'all, I ain't gonna do my own. I don't know how really this is fuck y'all, but you know what? I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Like Poppy College,
You know what I'm saying? Build my stuff. So what was that thing for you that uplifted you to be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna kind of get back to doing this. I'm work on this a little bit right here and work a little bit this right here. What was that thing for you?
I'm gonna be honest, man. It wasn't me. It really was bigger than me because I hit. Once you hit the bottom, there's only one way to go.
Up to the top.
Right. So, man, it wasn't me. If it was up to me, I'd probably still be flipping burgers and shit. You know what I mean? But it was like, nah, you got to answer your calling. You know what I mean? And the longer I ran from it, like the worse and worse things got. So once I got back to my love, you know what I mean? It's been looking up. It's been looking good. I mean, from just working with different producers and engineers and stuff from LA or whatever, and just having the opportunity to even go out there. It's funny how the world works. You know what I mean? Because you trying to be normal, do what everybody else doing. It's like I'm miserable. Like either you gonna die miserable or just gonna get rich or die trying. Back to 50
Come on now. I know you going with it. I know you going with it.
So yeah.
That's all right. Okay. All right. So during that time of the homies coming back and then actually seeing what they doing and then turn around and be like, you know, I like what some things y'all doing, but I can't do everything y'all do because I'm starting to see that the business and everything is not
getting handled.
It's still y'all still hustling.
Right.
And I'm not necessarily knowing I'm hustling and I'm doing the business. You know, I'm trying to transition to doing more business than hustling because they're all really hand in hand with each other. You know what I mean? I started to learn discipline. Right.
You have to have that.
That makes a big difference in the hustle and the business. You know what I'm saying? What was there? When did you start understanding discipline into taking what you want to do serious?
I've always had that. I've always had that drive and that organization of it, but I was more of a people pleaser. I was putting others before myself. So that's when I started taking a back seat. You know what I'm saying? Because I still remember driving to Little Rock, just handing out CDs. You know what I mean? Just like I say before, hey man, we're gonna sell these for 10 till we out of town. You know what I mean? We gotta keep going and make it back home. So that's my whole thing. I don't mind failing forward. I've never been afraid of failing people's opinions and how they, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody got them. You know, I don't like everybody. I know everybody don't like me. You know what I mean?
Oh, some shit, yeah.
But I gotta live my life. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I always had the vision of just Really, it started with me with poetry, man. Like, before I even really just started rapping, because I always been interested in English and literature and shit like that. So it's like, I just want to tell my story from my eyes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like on some real shit.
Well, I'm picking up what you put down. You know what I mean? So, but it sounds like you mentioned about really like sacrifice. A lot of sacrifices you had to do to get where you at now. You see what I'm saying? How important is that on your journey? You know what I mean? Having sacrifices and understanding your sacrifices that right now it may look like this, but it's a bigger picture to your, you know what I mean, to your life. You know what I mean? How important is it, and when did you start to understand?
I started to understand it about when I hit 30. Yeah. It was just that something about hitting 30 was like, you got a fork in the road. What you gonna do? You gonna die miserable or you gonna die happy? Because you gonna die.
Right, regardless of that.
It's your choice. Well, I'd rather die happy.
Okay.
Right. Gotta pursue it. Just like Child Will Smith with the pursuit of happiness, you know what I mean? Like, that's sacrifice.
Oh, shit.
I ain't been through that. I ain't never sleep in the train station trying to get a job. But I have slept on the couch just to get in the studio.
Same sacrifice, just different circumstances.
Right.
So how important is to at least to sacrifice things? You know what I'm saying?
If you're not willing to sacrifice, then you don't want it. Because nobody's going to give it to you. If you give somebody the power to feed you, you give them the power to starve you.
That's real. Where did you start to understand the power within yourself?
When I hit that low, that rock bottom, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just gotta look in the mirror like, this ain't you. Why you trying to be who you not to make somebody else happy? You know what I mean? So when that fork comes, you gotta make a choice. That's what life about. Free will, choices.
True.
You know what I mean?
True. What is it about 30? You see what I'm saying? that really makes you try to make a decision in your life about what you really want to do. Either you gonna shit or get off the pot. You see what I'm saying? So what? I know it's a little off subject.
No.
What do you think it is? You see, about 30?
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
Talk to me.
You don't think how you think from 10 to 20, from 20 to 30, from 30 to 40. Life is all about progress. If you ain't growing, you die.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. So it was fun. When you turn 20, I can drink now. We be in clubbing, so I ain't sorry, Mom. But you know what I'm saying? Okay, I did all that, all the TV videos, street stuff. Okay, you know, woo. But let's handle this business, cause you can have fun and you can handle business, or you can handle business and have fun. I'd rather handle business and have fun.
At the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, growth.
Yeah.
How important is growth? And to understand that if you're not growing, you die.
For real.
And you might not die physically, you see what I'm saying, right now.
Right.
But emotionally, spiritually,
right.
You see what I'm saying? You going because you're not doing what you feel like you should be doing.
Every 24 hours.
So, how important is growth? If you can give one gem to somebody young right now and to teach them that, for them to understand how important growth, what would you say?
I'm looking at the camera for this one.
Okay.
Man, look. Be yourself. Don't let nobody tell you who you are. It's going to take time to figure it out. You ain't going to be who you are today, who you were yesterday, who you are tomorrow. That's growth.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about family, bro. Family and support.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because we talked a little bit about behind the scene, like how much support means to somebody in an entrepreneur space. You know what I mean? For a brand, for artists or just for anybody, like anybody at
Yeah,
all.
in general,
You see what
yeah.
I'm saying? From emotional to physical to all kinds of support, financial support, anything like that. How important is support and to be able to, hey, get you come over here, hey, I'm gonna get you come over. If we do all this together, we all three can get a bag. And I'm gonna support you, you gonna support me and everything like that. How important is that in your eyes?
Life and death. Cause nobody comes alone. You ain't have to get here. Somebody had to push you out.
True.
Somebody had to make you. Somebody had to wipe your butt, feed you.
True.
You know what I mean? That's why I call my company Bigger Than Me, because at the end of the day, it's bigger than me for everybody. Everybody got a loved one, and back to growth and evolution and change. Hey, mom took care of you, now you gotta take care of mom. It ain't gonna happen today, but eventually, the sun always set. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like real life, nature, you know, like seasons. It ain't always winter, it ain't always summer. I mean, you gotta know what time you in, and carpe diem, seize the day.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. How important it is for family, and we just not talking about blood family. You see what I'm saying? We talking about actually building a family around you. You know what I mean? To help build that support that you need.
Yeah.
How important is family?
No one man does anything worth substance by themselves. No one. You can give me any example, and I can name you a name to help them along the way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I just, sometimes we take that word family for granted. And sometimes it could be used in a negative manner.
All skinfolk ain't kinfolk.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so understanding that, I feel like it's like a very important thing. As far as like
and family ain't always blood.
You get where I'm going with this, you know what I mean? Like, but your family can be your fans. You know what I mean? Like it consistently grows every day. Now, we got this thing in Shreveport.
Shout out to Austin, go ahead.
Okay. We got this thing in Shreveport, bro, where a lot of people say, oh man, Shreveport don't support. You know, we always hating on our city and things of that matter.
The old saying was crabs in the barrel.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So we always say this. But let me ask you this. And I ask all the artists this. Is it the fact that they don't support, or is it the fact that we don't know how?
Okay, that's actually a great question. So, it's two answers to that question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer the first honest way.
Okay.
Niggas be hating. that's the first one.
Okay.
Alright, now you get past that. It's not the fact that we don't know how. A lot of us have too much pride to ask for help. So if you don't ask me for help, how do I know you need it? I know you assume that I know you need help, but if I got $1 in my hand and you need some water, you think I'm about to just bring you some water? You gotta humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? What can you do? What can I do? How can we help each other? And the more we do that around the city, everybody don't fuck with everybody. Everybody ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying? True. But when you find, like you say, that family, hey man, this BTM. You know what I mean? This Coolin In The Dojo.
Type shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fuck them other niggas. I'm down for my niggas.
Type shit, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you said it's the two, it was the second one.
That was the second.
Okay.
First one was niggas was hate.
The niggas be okay. So when you put together the discipline, put together the growth, you put together the sacrifices that you made, you put together the mixture of music that you made, you know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah. Right. That creates you too, you see what I'm saying? And then you be real with yourself.
Right.
You have the support that goes behind it. You build this brand called Bigger Than Me.
Bigger Than Me.
Give me what is bigger than me?
Well, so you saying it all proper.
Oh, yeah, bigger than me, you know.
Bigger.
Bigger.
Bigger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You actually said it perfectly, man, because that's what it all boils down to. It boils down to family and understanding that it's a higher purpose. You know, at the end of the day, we don't do anything by ourselves. You know what I mean? So what better way to put all that together than them 3 letters, BTM? Because at the end of the day, it's bigger than me.
How did you get to that name? Like, how did you, because some people, you know, they take it far.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They be
Yeah.
like, you want to be so exquisite with it and everything.
Yeah.
What made you just be like, you know what? I'm just going to do this. This is my name right here.
It's crazy you say that because the segue, you're talking about family, right? My grandfather called me that when I was a little boy. And after he passed, it's been about 4 or 5 years now. It just
clicked on to you.
Yeah. Namesake, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't just somebody that came up with it, you feel me? But at the end of the day, it was given to me. Yeah.
Okay. So I know what it all represents. You see what I'm saying? As far as you are you willing to sign people? Are you trying to do that later on down the road? Or are you just gonna?
I got some ideas in the works already. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We a label.
Type shit.
Yeah. It ain't just me. It's bigger than me.
It's bigger than you.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to me about this song, man. This song, let me tell y'all, if y'all don't know, all the strippers know at the club, you see what I'm saying, what song is in. This, if you ain't never seen, you probably heard me play the song, but this is the man behind the song. This is the artist behind the song. You see what I'm saying? Move on. You know what I mean, dog?
Yes,
like,
sir.
when you came to me, you see what I'm saying? And everybody, if you know me, I'm always open to play some music, you see what I'm saying, or whatever. Like, I give you a chance. You know what I mean? And I was just like, look, you gotta use more understanding than a lot of other artists. Like,
Experience.
Hey, like, hey, let me figure out how to put you in.
Right.
And you wasn't on me like, right now, can you play the down? You like, and then when I played it was like,
Snap.
it snapped. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I know I asked you about Mulan. I gotta take it now because I just thought about this. Let me take it real quick. So, boom, we talked about you seeing Big Papa in the crowd. You know what I mean? And he got from it and whatnot. Now, you know what I mean?
It's my turn.
It's your turn. we at the club. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? People don't even know
Yeah.
this is a big song. You see what I'm saying? You just how you seeing all this going down,
Yeah,
this shaking,
jiggling.
money being thrown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People's like, yeah. How's that feeling?
Feels natural. Feels right.
Type like it was supposed to happen.
Right.
Type shit. Come
Right.
on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Talk to me about Mulan, man.
Mulan, man. You want the good part or the bad part?
Both. Give me good, bad, and ugly. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I recorded Mulan in 2021 in LA, man. When I was, like I say, in my little low point and everything, just shaking back. You know what I mean? Went in there, had an idea in my head, and working with the engineer at the time, it turned into something totally different. And he told me, like, hey man, I know you're trying to be all whatever, but put some of that funk on there, put some of that street represent, you know what I mean? So I had to represent the home, man, you know what I mean? And hey, I got on that thing and freestyle for about 20 minutes. Mulan, man.
And that's what you got out of it.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Mulan, man? Oh, you talking about the movie, man. Talk to me.
Actually, there's a play on words.
Okay.
Because in the song, I'm talking about Italian leather and Saint Laurent, you know what I mean? So I was talking about Milan, Italy, fashion show, runway, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Bougie, bad, get paid off how she swag, you know what I'm saying? So instead of calling it the city name, I just said Mulan, you know, because we Southern, so we always put our little twang on it. You know what I mean?
Gotta do a little salt.
I wasn't even thinking about the Chinese movie, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, you know,
Because that motherfucker hit, you see what I'm saying?
I appreciate it,
That
man.
motherfucker hit. I'm like, Okay.
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 Yeah, snuck one over.
Snuck one over. I wasn't ready for this one. That
Yes,
was like,
sir.
yeah, you heard me. That did his thing. Now, what's new coming for the Rocco?
What's new?
What's new coming for you, Doug?
The latest track I dropped was this year. I was trying to get it out for the first January, but it came out on the 3rd. Already important. I recorded that one in LA also at Ice Cream Sounds. Look them up.
Okay.
Shout out to 88.
Shout out to them. Alright, shout out to them. Okay.
I don't like to name drop a lot.
Let me smoke your shit. You see what I'm saying? I want exclusives on Coolin In The Dojo. You see
Got my AirPods dropping out, man.
You wild.
But now, I recorded that in Ice Cream Studios with the engineer D3 Productions, and I write all my songs like at home, and then I'll take them to a bigger production so I can get that sound or whatever.
That good sound.
Yeah.
That quality, more quality sound.
Exactly. Spend a little money.
Yeah. I get you.
So that's the newest single out right now. Already important. You know what I mean? It's doing its thing. It's slow. It's a different feel. It's a different feel than Mulan. You know what I mean? It's a different. That's why I was saying in 1942, you know what I mean? You got your one ice cube in the glass, you know what I mean? With shades on in the cigar lounge. And that was the
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you grown men.
Yeah, that foreign car driver.
Come on now. They don't know nothing about it. They ain't known it. Yeah, I'm picking up what you put down, my brother. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna flaunt too much on it.
No. You gotta check that one out.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. This is part of the show I call This or That.
This or That. Let's get it.
Finish the sentence.
Yeah.
All right. Now, it's just to be a little fun with it, spruce up the conversation a little bit.
Man.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna take it easy on the first couple questions. All right.
Do your work.
All right. Hot or cold?
Depending on what we talking about, but I like it hot.
Like it hot time. I'm a more the way. Oh man. All right. DC or Marvel?
Man, that's hard, man. Can I put a slash in between there, man?
Oh, you got to pick it.
Alright, let's go with Marvel, man. Shout out to the X-Men.
Shout out to the
X-Men.
Okay. Alright. Superhero or supervillain?
Shit. Depending on what day it is. Supervillain.
Supervillain?
Yeah.
Why? Why supervillain?
Cause being bad fun.
That's you right about.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna, especially when you get away with that.
I mean, really, it depends on who watching the villain.
Cause usually the villain always used to be the superhero at one point.
One bad day.
And then boom, there you go.
That's what the Joker say.
Yeah. One bad
day.
You right about that? All right. Take a little hard on.
Okay.
You in the room.
Okay.
About this big, right?
This big.
All right. For 20 minutes. For 20 meals.
20 meals, okay.
For 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
For 20 meals. So that's a meal a minute.
Okay.
All right. You got to sit in their room with either a bear, a tiger, a snake, or a gorilla. Who you sitting in?
Man, give me the tiger.
Why the tiger?
That's my sign. That's my Chinese zodiac, so I'm going with the tiger.
You go with the tiger.
Yeah,
We'll
have a good conversation. Yeah. My spirit animal, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Take a little deeper, right?
All right.
There's a snail, right? It knows where you at 24/7.
Yeah.
You can't run from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't destroy it.
Yeah.
Anything like that.
Yeah.
Right? If it touches you, you die.
Okay, good.
All right.
Okay.
Or you fight an orangutan, right? Once a month. You don't know when it comes on. You don't know when they jump out. Once a month, and both of y'all fight with swords. Let's just say you coming outside one day, right?
Yeah.
And you just see a sword sitting right there.
I know it's time.
You know it's time.
Yeah, I know it's
orangutan is coming out there. You see what I'm saying? Which one you doing?
I'm watching out for that snail. That motherfucker slow. That motherfucker, I ain't trying to scrap no orangutan every month, man. That sound like some female issues and shit. You know what? We're gonna edit that out. I ain't gonna edit that out. Yeah. Okay. Alright.
So boom.
Yeah.
Right? $600 million.
That's a lot of money.
$600 million.
I'm doing it. No, that was the question.
$600 million. Right? Alright. So, you gotta go up to your mom. Right? And you gotta run and say, this is for all you done to me.
Yeah.
And punch her. Right? As soon as you done, you get her, you hit her good.
Yeah.
She gets $600 million.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
Now, or
Oh.
you get in the ring with Mike Tyson. Right?
So my old Mike or young Mike?
We're gonna do prime Mike. We get in the ring with Mike Tyson, prime Mike.
Okay.
Right? And for every time he punch you, that's $1 million.
Yeah.
What you doing?
I'm getting my ass knocked out.
You did?
That's what I'm doing. I'll be broke forever if I ever got hit my mom. Straight up. Shit.
$600 million though. Your mama get the money.
Yeah.
$600 million.
That ain't my money.
That ain't
no good
deal. You don't think she gon'?
I know she won't. I just punch her in the mouth.
And you can't even tell her why you did it.
That's what I'm saying.
But as soon as she wake up or whatever, she hit her hard enough.
Yeah. Everything paid for.
$600 million right there.
Everything paid for.
Everything paid for. $600 million right there.
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this, and I hope you keep this with it.
Okay.
A man without morals will do anything. True. And I ain't that man.
Okay.
Come on, Mike, knock me out.
Nice.
And when you get done, let me get some of that toad you got for sale. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're gonna roll it up. We're gonna talk about it. Put me on your podcast.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Straight up.
All right. This part of the show is called This or That or Finish the Sentence. I mean, not this or that. Finish the sentence.
Finish the sentence.
My bad. We just did this or that.
Yeah. That was fun too. I like it. Yeah.
All right. So, if I was a super villain, I would want to go up against what superhero?
If I was a super villain, I would want to go against. It don't matter what universe.
It don't matter what universe. DC, it don't matter. Marvel, it don't matter.
Man, give me the Invisible Woman.
Invisible Woman.
Fantastic Four. Yeah.
You go against the Fantastic Four. As
The Invisible Woman.
Huh?
Not the whole team. Just the Invisible Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know she cold and everything, but it's just like the quickest one I can think of. Like, I don't want to fight Wonder Woman. She'll kick ass and all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But ain't none of them weak. But really, what's your superpower? The real question.
Okay.
Straight up.
Okay. If I had 24 hours to rule the world, and my law stayed, I would do what?
Man, shout out to Nas. First of all,
shout out to
if
Nas.
I rule the world.
Come on, with
Lauren
Hill.
Yeah. Oh, what would I do with 24 hours?
24 hours. You rule the world.
If B Rocco had 24 hours to rule the world, I'd shut everything down.
Okay, you gotta give me
everything.
You gotta give me explanation.
I'd shut everything down.
Come on with me. That's too broad for me. Gotta.
When I say everything, no lights, no running water, no nothing. So everybody can appreciate where we at.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Need you to keep it like that.
That's a B Rock answer.
Okay.
Back to earth, man.
No back. All right.
Yeah.
All right. My favorite position is
winning.
Okay. Okay. If I wasn't an artist, I'll be
just like y'all, baby. Just like y'all.
Type shit. Okay. My name is D Rocco, and I am a
legend.
Come on now. All right. man, look into the camera, man. Tell the people how to get in contact with you. You see what I'm saying? And give the people some gems of somebody that's trying to get where you at right now in life.
Okay. The easiest way to get in contact would be Rocco. Bigger than me, LLC.com. BIGGA than me, LLC.com.
Come on now.
Booking, videos, all that. Right there, Instagram. That's the quickest way to get to me. Word for the ones coming up, you say? Take your time. It's not gonna happen overnight. Put the work in. Celebrate your wins. Learn from your losses. Keep going.
Type shit. Okay. Well, look, man, I appreciate you coming through the dojo.
Man,
you know what I mean? Look, this ain't this your first time, it ain't your last time.
First, not last.
Anytime you got something you need to promote, let me know. You see what I'm saying? You come back on here, man, talk with you. You got people that you're trying to put on with me, let me know I got you. You see what I'm saying?
Next time I come back to the dojo, I'm gonna have some merch for you.
Come on now,
you know what I'm saying?
We like merch. You see what I'm saying? We like merch. Ain't no problem with that. You see what I'm saying? Okay, man. Look, man. We about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all for watching Coolin In The Dojo. Till next time, we got some special guests coming. And it's always special on, you know what I mean, when y'all come kick it with you. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
always
out to the city,
special.
man.
Y'all some shit. Shout out to Freeport, man. Shout out to New Orleans, you know what I mean? Shout out to Pines Road, you know what I mean? Marrero, you know what I mean? Queensboro. We ain't about to shout out the whole city, you see what I'm saying? Shady Grill, I appreciate you, my brother. You know what I mean? The whole Social Ghost team. Look, man, we about to get out of here. Introduce your song.
This your boy B Rocco. Bigger than me. You're now listening to Mulan. Got a new. Flew from Mulan. Yeah. Anything she want.
We out here. Appreciate y'all.
Met a new model bitch. She just flew from Milan. She get anything she want. She get anything she want. Just got some new drip that knows me in that St. Laurent. I get anything I want. Anything I want. Got some new rims overnight from Milan. I'ma put them on my door. Anything I want. Just got a new bitch overnight from Milan. She get anything she want. Anything she want. Private flights, popping tags. Shout it bougie, shout it bad. Pretty face, little ass. Getting paid off how she swag. How she walk, so fantastic. Attitude, stuck on sass. I call her rude, but she ain't acting. Get what she want, never lacking. Do what I tell her, cause I'm daddy. Fuck with me with a passion. From Italy, vote fashion. On don't pedals, I'm smashing. Passengers, an actress. Smoking California and backwoods. From Louisiana, them backwoods. I moved out, but I'm still hood. Used to, and I still could. Hard times, we done been through 'em. So many got used to 'em. Bad habits, bad influence. Get you anything right to you. If you really want it overnight to you. Shout out to my boo. And my new bitch, bad too. New model bitch. She just flew from Milan. She get anything she want. She get anything she want. Just got some new drip that knows me in that St. Laurent. I get anything I want. Anything I want. Got some new rims overnight from Milan. I'ma put them on my door. Anything I want. Just got a new bitch overnight from Milan. She get anything she want. Anything she want. Private flights, popping tags. Shout it bougie, shout it bad. Money Carlos and Impalas with candy paint on the bottom. New shoes, see them glossing. Say I don't do this often, but yo don't look so awesome. And I can tell you bossing. Keep these niggas off me. Of course, babe, let's go shopping. Which whip should we go hopping? Take this car, bring me back shit. Dripping in the latest, all different type of flavors. Saint Laurent, YSL, and that polo on you haters. Spend a little paper, and you get more in return. Niggas scared to make investments, but you live and you learn. Don't be looking for no handouts, only eat what you earn. If you're really from the streets, we can tell, so don't prefer. Niggas ain't fucking with me, but my bitch say I go hard. Got that brand new dunk, pulling out the backyard. Met a new model bitch, she just flew from Milan. She get anything she want, she get anything she want. Just got some new drip that knows me in that St. Laurent. I get anything I want, anything I want. Got some new bricks, popping tags, shout it bougie, shout it bad.